And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, for game number 2 in the finals of TLS Qualifier number 4, Julia versus Andrey, with Julia leading 1-0.
We are back indeed. Andrey, it seems like he's going to have to really up his game for this one. He wasn't in a bad position in the early game, and even throughout a large stretch of the mid-game, he wasn't in a bad position either. But then suddenly Julia was able to just turn it around with one master stroke. And that's kind of thing which can often separate the men from the boys in this kind of situation. So, you know, Dre needs to step up his game and he needs to show us what he's really made of. Otherwise, Julia's just going to keep pulling that kind of thing, that kind of stop lurkers, guardians in your natural kind of crazy stuff that no Terran wants to find himself victim to.
I mean, honestly, I thought he was in a great position in the early game. You know, Julia went for the 2-hatch Muta with +1 attack, didn't really do that much damage, and, you know, when Dre held it off easily and moved out, I was like, wow, you know, he's in a great position, and just how your fortunes can change in a game of Brood War.
So very quickly. I mean, I just love the stop lurkers, I got to be honest, I absolutely loved it. But yeah, Dre looking on fine early on, and you know, it could have turned around very quickly again if that dropship had actually survived, if he hadn't have misscouted, if Julia hadn't got all the way around all his forces. You know, it could have been very different, but Julia was just a smarter player, I think.
Oh, quick clarification, by the way. True Touch did, in fact, already qualify, so I was right. Julia would be the, or rather is, the third Polish Zerg. So I don't know what they have in the water over there, but it breeds good Zergs. So if you're a Zerg player, you want to be Gosu, move to Poland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Korea, I guess. But, you know.
This is more great advice. We've got so much good advice tonight. I don't know what's up with us, but we are helping out people left, right, and center. Yeah.
Just lots of knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go into game number 2 here then. Julia versus Andrey. Here we go. Alright, here we are in game number 2 of the finals. At the top left, we have SA Julia. At the top right, we have Jim Bag. Now, color theory says that orange always wins unless you play against yellow. So once again, Andrey has the color advantage.
Yeah, he does indeed. And let's see if he can make it pay off, unlike last time. All the cards seem stacked in his favor. Let's see if he can make it happen. And straight away, we have Julia scouting in the wrong direction. It's looking good. It's looking good for Mr. Andrey. What a great start.
You know, the funny thing is that they're also spawning in the same locations. Andrey top right, Julia top left.
Yeah.
So, so that's amusing. And not only that, but another thing working in Andrey's favor is that this map in TBC statistically favors Terran quite heavily, at least in the pro scene. Although in the TLS so far, Zergs have still been doing quite well. So let's see how Andrey does in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I love Terran versus Zerg action as much as I just kind of have a real thing for huge marine lines spread against lurkers and all that epic crazy microness that goes with it. So I've got my fingers crossed for a big game here. And Andrey, please. Yes, it's going to be a good. Oh no, it's not a 9-4. Screw my god! I thought it was a 9-4 for a second there. I was like, yes, I'm so excited, but then I realized it's actually.
You just pray for Andrey to win, and you'll have one more chance.
Yes, yes. Come on, Andrey.
Maybe,
come on,
maybe Julia's waiting for like the most climactic moment in the final deciding game where he busts out the 9-pool. Although to be fair, 9-pool is not particularly great in ZBT. Well, having said it, on this map, since there's no ramp, it might not be bad because it's harder to actually just block with a couple of SCBs. So actually, now that I think about it, 9-pool against Terra on this map might not be bad at all.
Yeah, it really might not. So do it. Why isn't he doing it? I don't know why it's so important to me. It's like it's important to me because it's important to me, and so it just has a kind of snowball effect.
Yeah, it's like the Kim Kardashian of strategies. Or something.
That's really good.
Anyway, so Julia went for a very aggressive 2-hatch Muta last game. So let's even go for that again. Andrey, of course, went for the pretty standard 1 Rex expand, very economic. What's the adjective?
I'd say economical.
All right, he did an economical opening, but he's gonna get his gas stolen. Sup? Oh man, he made an academy too, so he can't actually make any units from the academy because he has no gas.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not units from the academy, but he can't make academy units.
That's really rude. Yeah, you gotta hate gas steel, especially Zerg gas steel. It just looks so obnoxious. Who needs that in their base? This giant jellyfish of a creature.
Dude, it's like a giant tumor, man.
Yeah, well, it is. It's a tumor in the base of the Terran. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, and he canceled the academy.
Yeah, I think that kind of makes sense at this point, and he is now ready for the Lings, which are coming his way. He needs that bunker to complete. The bunker is not going to complete quite yet. The Lings are in his base, but it looks like those Marines are going to get into the bunker. One of them getting a bit sidetracked. Looks like he's going to go and try and finish off the extractor, but he's probably going to take a few hits for his troubles. Julia having a crack at that supply depot. He might just manage to get it if his micro is good enough, but I think he's going to try and head off those Marines as much as he possibly can, but this is going to be an interesting battle of micro and wits from these two guys.
Yeah, this is very interesting, and the extractor is still doing a good job tanking some hits, but looks like it's finally going to go down there. But it's interesting. I mean, with these few Lings running around, it's very, very annoying for Terran, because even if they can defend their mineral line, it's like, you have to be careful where you build your building stacks, and oh man, the Lings moving in, trying to take out some Marines, and actually, wow, good little micro there from Andrey, actually taking out all the Marines, all the Lings without losing a single Marine. I was going to say, it's quite annoying because you have to be careful how far out you build your buildings. You don't want the SCVs to get sniped, but actually he took care of it fairly easily there. So now he's moving out for a counterattack, forcing a creep colony from Julia there, and Julia has gotten his gas already, so looks like he's going for the 2-hatch mutant once again, although he does have a drone at his back minute only, maybe to make that 3rd hatch relatively soon here. But you can see how effective on this map, because there was no narrow ramp. Like, if this was a map like Jade, I think as soon as he saw those Zerglings, Andrey could have just pulled a bunch of SCVs, held position on the ramp, and held that a lot easier. But instead he had to build a bunker in his main base, he had to do some fancy micro, and yeah, let's see how he follows this up. Looks like he's just going to go for the command center instead now, instead of whatever academy build he was planning earlier on. Yeah.
I think that makes sense. I mean, you're just so offset by the way that this game's gone so far. I think it makes sense that he's kind of aborted his earlier plan. He is now making his academy, of course, but that's significantly later than he obviously did actually plan it. I'm going to be able to go out and save that SCV. He's got a decent core of Marines now. Going to be able to take out 2 of those 3 Lings. I think Julia... no, he's probably not going to make it but another colony. I definitely don't think it's necessary. That's nowhere near enough Marines to even probably break one Sun colony, I don't think.
Lurkers.
Yeah, we already have the Hydra then coming in the natural of Julia.
Lurker. Man, now that is slightly cheesy. And by slightly, I mean that's pretty dirty, man. Because on this map, you have this back side disruptor thing. But you know what? I like it, because I keep saying how on this map Zerg should be going Lurkers more, and I keep seeing muta builds. But I'm like, no man, just make Lurkers, break down their back door, and just have fun. And just, it's good times, man. Just run Lurkers in the back, kill all the SCVs, and you got it.
Yeah. I actually think this is really good. I mean, I know it's a bit cheesy, but I think this is actually quite well suited to the map in the way he's playing this. It's a little bit weird that he's placed his Hydra Den there, because it's quite scoutable, even for just an SCV. If he gets a little bit lucky, then he could definitely scout the Hydra.
Maybe he's like, if he scans the main and scans the natural, but misses and scans too far left, he won't see it or something. I don't know. Maybe
that's actually more likely, than him scanning too far right. I think that's quite a good shout.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we have the starport on the way already. So actually, going straight to the starport is still only on 2 racks. So his science vessel should be out pretty quickly here. Not in time to catch the initial Lurkers, but still in time to defend in case there is any kind of backdoor break, I think. It looks like there is the scan going down. I'm pretty sure he saw the Hydra Den there, so he knows about the Lurkers. But he also knows that there's no chance for Lurkers to actually be finished at this point. As you can see, the research is just finishing up now. I'm sure his timing sense is good enough that he knows that there's actually not going to be any Lurkers here at the moment. So if he does want to go for a bust, he could maybe try it. I don't think he actually has enough, though. Usually, the magic number you need to break Sunkens is at least 1 medic per Sunken colony if you want to go for a bust. So not quite enough for him just yet.
Yeah, I'm sure this isn't enough for a bust. I think it wouldn't go.
Where are those medics? Wait, what? Where are they going? Why are the other 2 going there too?
Huh?
Wait, what? Where are they going? Medics, come back! Come back! Why are you? The Marines are gonna bust, but there's no medics.
What?
No. I don't. Why?
What's he doing? Dre. Okay, now they're coming back, but that's really weird. They just went on this crazy wander across the map. They were just in the mood for a bit of a trek. And those Marines just trying to look important outside the Zerg space, but of course they're going to be able to do absolutely nothing without medication.
I don't understand. What the hell just happened?
I have
Did he
no
have them
idea.
on the wrong hotkey or something? Because he had an SCV go down to the bottom right, so maybe he had them on like the same hotkey as the SCV by accident.
Yeah.
And like when he scouted with the SCV, the medics went down there, and then the other two medics, he added them to the same hotkey. Oh man, that's probably what happened, but that is so awesome.
That must have been what happened, yeah. But that's just mental.
I can't talk, it's just too funny.
It's fine,
I just cannot get over that. I'm just gonna giggle for the rest of the game. Can you just commentate for me?
Yeah, I can try. If my internet connection holds out, that is. But yeah, we actually have these lurkers continuing to leapfrog forward, and they continue to push these Marines back. I mean, these Marines just can't find a good position to get these lurkers, and now we have a slow drop going in as well. He doesn't even wait to take down the side disruptors. He's just going to go for it, slow dropping into the back of the Terran's base. That is what's happening right now, Mr. Sale.
Oh man, that is crazy. And he's also getting Hydra upgrades as well, so it looks like we might see a Hydra Lurker mid-game, which is very, very cool. Not something we see very often nowadays with players rushing for the Hive, but really, like, the way I like to play ZVT, even though I'm a horrible Zerg player, but it's a lot more robust than just Lurker Ling, and so it's slightly more forgiving, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And it looks like wow, good reaction time by Andrey there, pulling all his SCVs. So not going to lose any SCVs, but going to lose a lot of mining time here until he can get his Marines back to deal with that.
Yeah, I mean, these lurkers probably aren't going to be too much for trouble. There's a siege tank in already. There's a whole lot of Marines as well, and there's plenty of scan left lying around. So I think they should be able to...
3 more lurkers coming in.
Oh. Yep, there are 3 more lurkers coming in, and they are now fast overloads as well, so they can keep reinforcing this if they think it's going well.
And lurkers at the natural, lurkers at the natural. Oh no! He doesn't see it! He doesn't see it! The SCVs have so much HP though, they're not dying.
Look,
They'll die eventually.
Julia's main.
What? Oh my god, why is the main dead? Why is the main dead? Why is the natural dead? Everything is dead.
Everyone's dropping stuff. This is absolutely crazy. Everyone has just killed everyone else simultaneously. Julia's Bane is pretty much finished.
But dude, there's 28 kills on these lurkers. These lurkers have 30 kills between them. They've killed every single SCV. 34 kills between the 2 lurkers. The main Hive isn't gonna go down. It's not gonna go down. The Hive barely survives, and now there's lurkers all over the main. GG!
GG!
Julia takes it down. What? What? Oh man, that game. Going from AFK medics into just crazy base raise. What the heck?
Yeah, that was a fast and furious game right there if ever I saw one. I mean, it just went from being, you know, relatively standard, you know, a bit cheesy, a bit offbeat, but then suddenly just boom, everyone drops everyone else and it's over in a flash. Crazy stuff. And yeah, Julia's going to qualify in 1st place, and of course Dre qualifying also, but in 2nd place.
That's right. Congratulations to Julia and also to Andrey. Of course, even though Andrey lost, he's still qualified. Doesn't really matter. So yeah, huge congrats to both those players, and once again a huge thanks to our sponsors, Razer and Twitch TV. You guys are awesome, and everyone should go and support them. However they
should indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, thanks to the organizers of the TLS. Thanks to all you viewers, and of course we will have the final 2 qualifiers next weekend. So Saturday and Sunday will be qualifier 5 and 6. Those are your last chances to qualify. So you GoSu players who haven't won a qualifier yet and don't really have many points, start practicing. You got 1 week.
Yeah, make sure you bring your A game.
So yeah, I think that is all from us. Thank you guys for watching.
It's all from me.
And we'll see you next weekend. See ya.
Yeah, guys.